Where's my hand? Where's my eyeball? I can't find my scalp. I'm a secret lich lord. I'm a forbidden god. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, what's up, Dark Lord? I was just thinking about you. Ah!
Welcome back to Creatures, Caverns, and Crafting. Today, guys, we're going to make ourselves some tire fortifications. Over the weekend, I was able to go to Hobby Lobby, and I picked up this Kings of Crunch playset. Now, I did not pay $6.99 for this. I actually picked up two sets for about $4 and some change each. I had a coupon to do this. Guys, anytime you're doing wasteland post-apocalyptic builds and you can find cheap tires, go ahead and snatch them up. Now, I'm going to show you another option. These are by TT Combat. They're a resin cast, great quality. Love TT Combat. However, you only get a few of these in a set, and they can be quite expensive. I'm going to go ahead and show you another cheaper option. Here are some water bottle caps that I've been saving. And what I've done is just cut out the middle of these. Use a little bit of cardstock and just filled them in and put the rhinestones in there for the nuts. And you can get varying sizes of these. I'm thinking of using these as fillers. Let's see what we can craft. First, I'm going to cut out some chipboard. I need to make some bases. Here I have two, but I'm going to make a few more of these. Now I'm just going to take the cabs and the tires. I'm just going to start arranging them. What I'm trying to do here is get the best setup that I can. I'm looking for height. I'm looking at how it interacts with the other wall. And I'm not gluing anything down yet. I'm going to use some matchsticks to create some posts for the tire wall. And I'm just going to use a little hot glue to secure those. As I stated before, we're using the bottle caps as fillers, so you don't have to go into great detail on these. These are going to be on the bottom, and then we're going to cover them up with the actual tire playset. Now, if you don't have the tires, you can easily do the cardstock trick that I showed you beforehand and put those on top. Remember, we're going for appearance here. The other stuff, we're going to cover that up. You won't see it. Also, be creative when you're doing this. If you can't line them up perfectly and you have some that are kind of falling down, don't worry about that. Just have fun with it. It's going to come out looking great, guys. Alright, and here's what it looks like now. Notice I've cut off the corners. What I want to do is keep the ends rounded. It's going to look much nicer on the table. And I've got a lot of these hot glue gun strands, and I'm just going to take a cigarette lighter and just start waving that over it. It should melt the strands and get rid of that look. Be careful doing this, you don't want to set anything on fire. Next, I'm going to go over the base and some of the tires with this earth texture Vallejo paint. Remember, if you don't have this, you can use play sand or any other texture turf that you want. Now I'm going to go ahead and black bomb the entire project. I ran into some tackiness on the tires themselves. I would suggest that you wash these. If you have some fine grit sandpaper, you could even go over those with that. Remember, these are old tires, so that's not going to hurt anything. Now I'm going to dry brush the entire project. I used a nutmeg, a golden brown, and then just did some highlights with the suede. Once we're done with that, we're going to use some Vallejo pigments. I thought I would show you guys how I add the rust effect. Basically, I'm going to use a matte varnish, and what I'm doing is just going to mix this with a natural umber and a natural sienna. Now, the consistency is up to you. If you want it thicker, you can just add more pigment. You can also do that if you want it lighter or if you want it darker. Basically, what we'll do is get this nice mixed up, and what we're going to do is apply this. We'll wipe a little bit off the brush here, and we're going to just apply this to like the hubcaps and probably to the post, and we'll let that dry. This is some barbed wire by Army Painter. I bought this, it was relatively cheap, and what I'm going to do is just wrap it around my paintbrush to get that nice coil effect. Now, you don't have to do this, this is completely optional. What we're going to do is adhere it to the post. I just wrap it around. I don't really add any glue, but you can do that. And you can also add that rust effect just to kind of blend everything together. Last but not least, I'm going to dust the entire project using some Vallejo pigments. I've done this before in my previous video, the Apocalyptic Shacks. So if you want to, go ahead and check that video out. I'll leave it on the end of this one. Also, we're going to add tufts and rocks to the base. I'm just going to use a little super glue and adhere that. And I think we're ready. Let's go see what it looks like on the table. And here we have our final project on the table. Final thoughts: for less than $10, getting 32 tires was a great deal. I'm sure to get tons of mileage out of these, pun intended. I would encourage you to look at the craft stores and buy these when they're on discount. Again, $6.99 might be a little bit expensive. However, you can just really use these for all sorts of post-apocalyptic wasteland crafts. Anyways, guys, I'll leave you with a nice video for the end.
Access granted. Does not compute.
Hey guys, if someone hasn't told you that you're awesome today, I'm going to go ahead and do it for you. You're awesome. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I greatly appreciate all the support. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, more importantly, share this with someone that might like this type of craft. I hope that you, your friends, your family stay safe. I'm going to exit this video with some nice footage of me driving around the lake. I hope that you enjoy it. Relax. We'll catch you next week. Goodbye.